Alrighty, I'm showing off my new project I just finished. If my hand's shaky or my voice wavers, I apologize. I'm having the first anxiety attack I've had in months because cramming all this wiring and circuitry together into this tiny little case and praying that the thing didn't break or a wire snap or something just had me nervous as heck. So anyway, this is my old alarm clock from many years ago. I got it, received it the night of my 8th grade graduation. This alarm clock served me very, very well for, somewhere around 20 years. And when we first got it, it played a funny jingle, and we found it very cute and catchy. And after you've woken up to that same jingle for 20 plus years, it's not really funny or cute anymore. Especially when you've been waking up to it after like 4 hours sleep after an all-night bender or whatever. So the on-off mechanism was right here. Push up, on-off. Naturally, after probably around the 15-year mark, you start hitting the thing to turn it on and off. So anyway, the point is that the clock died. The internal guts died, but it was such a cool clock. I wanted to keep it going, so I gutted it, kind of stupidly, because it kind of killed my chances of ever repairing the clock, but I gutted it and kept the body. I've been looking for a use for the body ever since, and so now I have one. So I have converted this clock into an amplifier. So that basically consists of the clock right here, the minute and hour hands, and the alarm hands are gone. I replaced those with a stereo RCA jack, not RCA, stereo, like headphone jack, right there. You'll notice mine doesn't go up to 11 when you want volume. Mine's one louder, so mine goes up to 12. On the back, these were knobs for setting the time and the alarm. Those knobs naturally came out when the clock's guts came out. So I replaced those with RCA jacks, left and right, which fit absolutely perfectly. Pardon the extra holes, I will patch those in a bit, but they got made when I was clearing out the body. And here, this is a special hole I had to make. I had to drill this hole. The other three I got lucky on. And this is for the AC power in. This sucker takes 12 amps, 12 amps AC, about 1.5. God, I'm tripping. 12 volts AC, about 1.5 amps. Okay, so now that that's there, the only thing that's left that's an essential component is, well, one, the transformer, which I was told I would have to take apart for the sake of class, so I took it apart, and then everyone's like, hey, let's have a plug-in unpluggable thing. So I went to Radio Shack, 2 of them actually, and none of them had the right part for putting back on. So I was kind of screwed. It's like, because my partner was really cool, and he gave me that socket on the back of the clock I just showed you to plug it in. And I was like, well, it's a small thing, so it would be better if you could detach it from all the external wires. So I wanted to make it plug in, plug out, and none of the Radio Shacks or anyone had this part. So I actually was able to take the original piece I'd cut off way too close to the part, strip down some of the plastic on it that you're not supposed to take off, and get enough wire out that I was still able to solder it back together. So it's a working part, and it plugs in, and it's really hard to hold this camera thing and plug stuff in at the same time. But here, okay, there's that, and it's going to go in the back. And, okay, right, I need a minute to put that in because, there we go. Okay, so that's in there now. So it's got power now. And then the speakers, the speakers. So I wanted to show off the speakers. The speakers are the other component. These actually were the speakers from my big sister's old record player. And I guess the lighting's shitty over here. But these are the speakers from my big sister's old record player, and I played that record player absolutely to death. I used every inch out of it. I apologize to my sister if you're watching this that your record player was killed under my watch. Not really killed so much as died a late-lived and quite glorious death. But I assure you I got every inch of use out of that record player I could get. And when the tape player died, I jury-rigged it and kept going. And when the record player died, I jury-rigged it and kept it going. And now I'm going to plug in these speakers here. One sec, it's hard to film while I only have two hands. Where's the other one? Okie doke. Okay. Okay. Is this on? Okay. Okay, so your speakers are in. Power's in. That leaves sound source. For this sucker, I'm going to use my iPod. I've always been pretty handy with an iPod. Alright. So, okay. I got this input. I've got two kinds. I've got the RCA to headphone jack, and I've got headphone to headphone jack, which is the one I'll be using for the iPod. Give me one sec while I plug the sucker in. This one doesn't go easy. There we go. Okay. And, oh, that's off. That's on, rather. I want that off. Okay. Plug in the iPod. It's just going to play whatever it's going to play. I think right now it's set to like some Batman album or something. Okie doke. And I'm going to show you how this thing works. So first I'll get my iPod and yeah, it's really hard to do this when you're looking through a camera. Hit play. Okay, it's playing. I don't know where the volume's at. The volume's kind of high, not too high. I'll put the volume about halfway. Alright. And let's show you how the sucker works. So, as you can see, same as before, the mechanism is the top button. That now turns it on. Where's my iPhone? Oh, this is a great song. There's my iPod. This song right here is actually a great song done by Adam West himself. He had a very short, brief musical career, but it was quite entertaining for what it was. Anyway, I just adjust the volume with the volume switch on the iPod, and this sucker cranks. Yeah, this sucker cranks up pretty loud. But anyway. But please don't ask me to remove my mask.
It's against the code of heroes.
Anyway, Batman's awesome. Okay, so that's that. That's my new amplifier I built. It's in my tiny ass little clock body. It's a huge mess of wires and soldering, and I was scared the heck out of myself, super tense and shaking, putting the thing together, praying that the thing didn't break because there was so much stuff inside such a little body. But it works, and it's good, and that looks like that's probably going to be another A for me. Alright, bye!